Seems to be a lot of talk about burning, like the rise and fall of the phoenix. Can we talk a little bit about that? Also, I mean, your title seems to fit the theme of your records.
The burning part of it, it's just how I feel sometimes. I feel
it was a common theme on this record.
I feel overheated inside. Like physically, I feel like I'm burning up, and I don't know why. And I get cooler if I lay in the sun. If I'm outside in the sun, it's like my core temperature gets balanced. So that's almost a physical thing, not so much a mental that I'm burning up. I literally feel like I'm burning up sometimes. And then as far as the title, I would write, like the whole record was written, you know, either on the beach or riding my bicycle to the lake, or it was kind of an ocean view thing happening every single time I wrote. My place in space is basically, I had this thought for one song, which was, so if I fall in love, can you see that from space? Is that noticeable? Does that make a difference? If I love nature, can you see that?
Yeah, that's really...
If I'm angry, does that make a difference?
That's the way you need to think as a songwriter, I feel. That's
really
profound.
But it's a weird thought, right?
That's
so,
really profound.
And it stuck with me the whole time. Like, does it affect what it looks like from out there, what we do here at all?
How important is it to you to write a song that people can remember, to write a melody that when walking down the street you start to whistle? And do you often throw away songs that are not up to par? Not in a sense of whether it's good, but in a sense of whether it's great.
Yeah, I think I do not get upset if I write a bad song. I think a lot of songwriters that I speak with assume that every song they write is supposed to be great. They also assume that as soon as they decide to be writers, they're supposed to be great. Yeah. You either have it or not. I disagree. Every other aspect of life, practice makes perfect. So you have to practice songwriting. You have to write all the time. This is my belief.
I agree.
And what happens is you'll have half-made songs, bad songs, songs you can't use maybe, but maybe 6 years later you can. So to me, the song will naturally tell you, you need to play me, this one works. And then sometimes the audience will decide for you and say, you have to play the song. And I'm like,
yeah.
Really, you like that song?
Another place I love.
Do you as a songwriter feel it is important to make people understand what you were trying to convey, or is it only personal for you?
Some songs I wanted to be clear what's going on. Like I don't have a discipline or kind of by principle how I do things, but I think for this record I wanted to be able to use words in conjunction with the melody and the rhythm and the groove and the sound and everything as just an emotion. And then so maybe there's a section in the song where all of a sudden you get the song because I'm saying that one line. The rest of it's just fluff. And I did that a little bit on purpose.
I got that.
Yeah, I wanted it to be, what is he saying? And here's what I'm saying.
Well, you're always on my mind. I won't forget going back to Lafayette.
You've played the Jazz Fest in New Orleans for over the last 20 years. How important to you is that as a musician, and how important is it to you to represent New Orleans, your home, your family, your friends, and your band?
I think they gave me a career, to be honest with you, in the beginning. By being on Jazz Fest, I could then get other festivals, other club gigs, other promoters took notice of what I was doing. And I think you pay respect to that every year. You try to make sure that you honor, the event in itself, because it's New Orleans. It's a cultural statement in itself. So you try to be part of it, and then also on the road you want to represent. Not that there's an elitist kind of thing about it. I just think it's important that people understand that it has influenced me. What used to be $1 million number one, today you can get the same amount of airplay, and I see it in my BMI reports. The same amount of airplay will result in $200. They used to be $1 million. We're not selling records anymore. And so I think what you have to do is you have to make them anyway, just because, and I don't think, I've been told that I should make just singles, one song, video, that's how you do it. I go, no, that's what these people over there are doing. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm doing is I make records. And when I pass away, and my kids and so forth, when they look at a catalog of 600 songs in my desk drawer, nobody's gonna give a beep, okay? But if there's 32 LPs made, they have an income, they have a legacy, they have everything I am, everything I stood for, everything I thought about will be right there. It'll be better than photographs, because it's my voice.
Na 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 na.